Good evening and happy Father's Day today. We have some incredible guests here today with us today. So I'm really excited. I'm so excited to see each and every one of you in the chat already. Thank you so much for coming in, Yo Ange. So glad to see you here. Ark and Rock Chick, so glad to see you here tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Each time you jump into a Level Up stream, it tells each and every one of us that you are that much more serious about your channel and that you have so much input to put into the community as a whole on what we need to do as new and mid-sized channel creators. We're trying to get to the big leagues, y'all, and we can do that together here on the Level Up series. Welcome in, Pretty Like Queen DJ. Appreciate you being here with us tonight. And as you come in, please, I want to just say once again, happy Father's Day to the fathers that are out there. But definitely say hi to the chat, engage amongst each other. We will be asking some really interesting questions this evening, and I am so excited to hear what you have to say about some of these questions. I sometimes think that we are probably our strongest critics when it comes to the content that we put out. So tonight is going to test that theory. Welcome in, T-Town Gambler, who will be joining us later this evening. Slots Nisa, appreciate you being here. Once again, I really encourage you guys to definitely to engage in this conversation tonight. I am so very interested to see what your perspective of things of how we criticize our own work is. Mine is completely different from some of the guests, and we're going to bring them in and start this conversation. Welcome in, Goldie One. Appreciate you being here. Guillermo, I appreciate you being here. It's a Terrence kind of thing. Appreciate you being here. If you guys have not seen the last stream we did here on the Level Up series, it was a salute to It's a Terrence kind of thing and his amazing channel, brand new channel out there. If you've not already jumped over to that channel and subscribed, I encourage you to do that. It's a Terrence kind of thing. Reach out to me. I am ready to collab with you. All right, you guys. So definitely jump over to It's a Terrence kind of thing. He brings a lot of positivity into the whole YouTube community, as well as things to give us to think about ourselves. So that's definitely a channel that you want to jump into and support. Spanglish Slots, appreciate you being here tonight. Let's get into our guests because they're lurking in the background, waiting to come in and say hi to each and every one of you. As you could tell, I have a lot of energy. I'm extra excited to be here with you. I appreciate your patience in getting these videos out to you. And thank you during my downtime for remaining loyal and coming back to the channel. All right, let's get these guests in here. One by one, we're going to bring in our guests. Rhino Man Slots doing his thing. Wait, what?
What's up, everybody? How are you
Great
guys doing?
intro. I'm like, where'd he go?
I see T-Town in the house. I see Sister Yoshi, Spanglish Slot Nista. It's a Terrence thing. What is a Terrence thing anyway? I'm going to have to go check it out because that sounds like a pretty cool channel. It's a Terrence thing. That must mean he does everything that's Terrence,
Terrence-y.
Right? Hey, there you go. Pretty Like a Queen DJ. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for having me.
We are so excited to have you here. And I'm just going to let the entire community know right now, the reason for this season is Rhino Man Slots. He called a day or two in advance and he asked this ever so important question. And I actually had an answer that I didn't even think was the answer. And I said, you know what? I think we need to put this onto a Level Up series because that is a really important question. So here we are, here on Level Up with Rhino Man Slot's question about our most proud video. Tom, tell me, what made you come up with that question?
Well, basically, I wanted to sort of shout out other channels that come into my lives on a regular basis that want a little lift up or that just want their videos to be promoted a little bit. So I said, hey, send me the video that you're most proud of. I'll put it on my community page. Every day, somebody sends me a different one. I'll drop it on my community page and send it out. It's a Terrence kind of thing. Thank you for that $20 super chat. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for going live. Hey, she's the one that's going live. I'm just here having a beer.
With your amazing question. Thank you for that super chat. It's a Terrence kind of thing. Once again, jump over to that channel. Please support him and his positivity. He brings so much positivity into the community as a whole, and we appreciate him. It's a Terrence kind of thing. If you could please, and if the mods could drop his link, it's a Terrence kind of thing. We really want to know what your channel niche is. We'd like to know in the chat tonight, if you can, what your channel niche is.
Definitely.
Okay, so Tom, you're thinking about, you did this amazing proposition today, and it's for anybody that's in the chat. It is pinned at the top of the chat. Rhino Man Slots did a video today where he propositioned individuals that were wanting to get a little more exposure to send in the video that they are most proud of to him, and he would air it on his features, on his series. What made you think of that idea? And tell me a little bit more about the proud video, what that means.
Okay. So here's basically the whole idea. So if somebody wants me to drop their video on my community page, it gives them a little boost. But I just don't want everyday videos. I want the video that you're most proud of. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's your grand video or it's the one where you won the major or it's, the big video. The video that you're most proud of, the one that you had fun filming and had a good time doing, and you're like, wow, that was a good time. I think of videos, and the videos that I drop on my channel, I think of them as like videos or home movies. When you go on vacation, you watch them a few months later, you see the replay and you're like, damn, I had a good time jet skiing over there. I did this, I did that. I was excited about that or whatnot. That's the video that I want to see. I don't want to just see everyday videos, or I don't want to see you just put your grand up unless you're really proud of it. In my opinion, it doesn't need to have the best quality. It could be one when you first started your channel. It could be that video that you said, oh my God, this is the one that's going to get me all of the subscribers. This is the big one. You posted it out and you got 10 subscribers and it just tanked after that. And a losing video you got may have had more, but that's the one you were really most excited about. You were proud of. You want to push that one. Myself. Oh, go ahead.
So when you just mentioned something and you and I kind of went back and forth on it, because when you initially asked that question to me, I thought about the 150 videos I have on my slot channel, and I couldn't come up with a video that I honestly was most proud of. And then you said, well, what are you thinking about when you're trying to select this video? And I said, I'm thinking about the audio. I'm thinking about the reception. I'm thinking about the engagement. I'm thinking about the quality. I'm thinking about the wins. I had like a list of 7 items?
Yeah.
So you're saying that your most proud video may not necessarily have any of those elements to it, or it may have just a few.
Exactly. It could have just a few, or it could have something. Each one of the videos that I do, or each one of the interviews that I do, here's the thing. I go back and look at the previous interviews. May not be that same day, may not be that same week, but I'll go back and look at it and see what I could improve on. I'm proud of the video that I put out each and every time. However, I like to improve and critique myself and try and get better, 1% better each video or whatever it is. I try and do better. But the video that I'm most proud of on my channel when I'm filming, when we're talking about slot videos or even guests, I'm real proud of some of the guests that I had on the show and some of the interviews that I've done. But the video that I'm most proud of is when we were in Laughlin. And I had viewers come up to me that recognized me before I even had 1K in subs. They came up to me and they wanted to play with Rhino Man in a good way, guys. You know, this isn't her selling her wares. They wanted me to play with me in a good way. So we played Sahara Gold, um, had a good time. We cashed out with a little bit of money. Everybody, I think there was four of us. We all put in $400 each. We cashed out with 1,000. Everybody had a little winning session. Plus, I got to meet people that watch my channel that I had no idea.
See, and
So
that's amazing because that's going to be an amazing, amazing video. If you have the opportunity during this live stream, if you could, I want to link that video to the chat because we all want to see the video that the Rhino Man Slots is most proud of. And while we do that, let's bring in our next guest. Oklahoma Casino Reviews has done an amazing job streamlining the red screens. And he does this at a particular casino that he does most of his videotaping from. And we want to chat him into him to see if he has a video that he's most proud of from all of the streams he's done at his video. So let's bring in our next guest, Oklahoma Casino Reviews.
Hey,
So
everybody.
glad to see you.
Hey.
Welcome in.
Hey, thanks for having me in tonight. Lots of people in here. Yo, Ange, T-Town Gambler. By the way, Arkin Rock Chick is my wife, for those who don't know it. She's in the living room watching you guys on the 85-inch big screen, and then we're getting married.
That explains the heart and the kissy lips.
There you go. Yep. It's a dead giveaway.
I love it. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to ask you, I think you may have heard a little bit about what Tom was talking about as far as the video he's most proud of. When you think about all the videos on your channel, first let's talk about the videos you have on your channel. They're primarily from one location with a few from different locations, or are they all from one location?
96%, 7% from High Winds Casino. Most of my stuff is live. I do sneak in a few bonuses from other casinos where I'm really not supposed to record at. So some little short ones, you'll see that. But most of my stuff is live. I will go through, I'll confess, but I just put one up today, just a little bit ago, which is the most consecutive red screens I ever hit during a live. And what I did is I cut that out of an hour and a half live because not everybody watches all the lives. If you're doing an actual live, most people will stay with it. If they're watching after the fact, they may skim through, watch part of it, so they might miss it. So yeah. I'll go through and I'll cut a piece out, but I put highlight reel so that people don't think it's just something I went and did. I'm honest in letting them know I'm not filming for content. It came off a live stream. It's just a highlight. So.
Okay, perfect. So when you think about the video that you're most proud of that's sitting on your channel right now, what do you think about in order to determine which video that is?
To me, since I do a lot of lives, it's what my fans, subscribers, people who don't subscribe, who at least watch my videos like. For me, it doesn't matter so much what I like. It's what they like because we're doing that for them. Face it. If you do, just because you like a particular slot doesn't mean your fans are going to like it. That's why throughout my lives, I'll ask people, hey, what slot do you want to see me play? And I'll play the slot for them. It makes them a lot happier and whatnot. So when you messaged me, I was like, wow, how do I pick this, right? Because I have a lot of favorites. So I actually ultimately picked the one that the viewers like the most because it's got almost 4.4K views, I believe. So it was real good. I just sent another one to Rhino Man, which is a different favorite video. See, so we can do different ones there. I sent him through Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
So the two videos that you selected, which is your all-time favorite, setting aside the viewer response?
So here's why it's mixed. So the one I chose for this show, I got out of my comfort zone and I did some $5 machines, which I don't normally do. Pieces of 8 was very good to me on this particular video in a $1 denomination and a $5 denomination. So I was real proud that I actually got out of my comfort zone and played a $5 machine I think I put $40 in and cashed out for like around 500. So I was real happy about that. The one I sent Rhino Man, the reason I'm so proud of it is the very first time I had over 200 people in a live stream. So
See, that's awesome.
We topped out at 219 people in a live stream. Recently, I've been averaging around 90 in my live streams, which is still pretty darn good.
Okay.
Now
that's awesome.
Yeah, the 219 was before I hit 1K. Also, it was back in I think mid-May. So I hadn't even hit my 1K mark yet when we had the 219. That stream ended up being almost 2 hours long. I just kept going.
Okay.
So the two of you both have different perspectives on what makes it your most proud video. Or is it similar?
I don't necessarily. Well, it could be similar, but I don't base it on viewer response. If a lot of people viewed the video, great, that's all good. But when I'm putting the video out there, I think the video that I have in question probably only has like maybe 100 views to this point or something like that. Even if it broke the 100 view mark, I would be shocked. But it's not about the views, it's about the time I had putting that video together. One, it was because I had subscribers that recognized me and watched the channel. I don't have that people come up to me and and just recognize me. That was, I think, one of my first encounters like that. Now I get it more often. But to sit there and then do a little group pool with them because they wanted to play with Rhino Man, hey, that was fun. That was fun for me, and to top it off with a little win to boot. So there you go.
Okay, I can understand that. And then for you, OCR, so when you think about the video that you have that has the most views on it, is that additionally probably the video that you yourself would keep going back to?
Yeah, I would say so. And to Rhino Man's point, his dog wants to be on the show apparently. To Rhino Man's point, I get what he's saying. We have a casino near us that I'm working on getting to stream. I'm not yet, but I'm trying to crack that nut.
We had
I'll be
Amazon
gambling there.
truck come up.
I'll be gambling there and not even wear my shirt. And I have people come up to me, hey, you have a slot channel, don't you? So it's really cool. I mean, I get a lot of people at High Winds come up to me, talk to me because they know me. But now at other casinos, and so I get where he's at when people come up to you and say, you're Rhino Man, right? And, it's a good feeling. It really is because, like I said, we're small potatoes. There's a lot of big slot channels out there.
Right, yeah.
Household names, very popular. We're just us.
No, and I totally get that. All right, let's do this. Let's bring in another guest because we want to get her perspective on what she thinks that is her most proud video. Now, she has 2 channels, so let's see what she says and what her idea of her most proud video will be. We're bringing in the amazing T-Town Gambler coming in with us tonight. Welcome in, T-Town Gambler.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, T-Town, how are you?
What's up, Oklahoma Casino Review? Nice to meet you.
Good.
Hey, T-Town.
Hey, Rhino Man.
How you doing?
Oh, can I ask a question right quick? Look, I was thinking about
Sure.
this earlier. Oh, would any of y'all be in Vegas in October?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you flying us out there?
Yeah, because I got my own jet.
Yes,
I got my own airline.
I think
Rhino
I'll be out
Man-
there twice. I'll be out there for Gambling Granny Fest, and then for G2E.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there for Granny Fest. I was wondering, like, can we do a drunken duo?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
without a doubt.
Yeah, I was like, man, that'd be like, cause we gonna be a little wasted. So don't tell
Okay.
my grandma, but we are.
MJ, true to you, she's gonna be in on it too. So
Yeah.
Yes, so
Oh,
that's
we-
definitely going to be in the making. So,
Okay.
T-Town, you've been hearing what we were talking about tonight. What is your most proud video on your channel?
Am I echoing?
No.
Okay. My most proud video, like on T-Town Gambler, you know what? I was thinking about this. I think my most proud video is probably just when I first went live. It's not like I don't even know if I won anything, but I think that moment of being able to get the nerves up to go live, that probably is probably my most proud moment.
Okay. See, and
Like
it's
success. I finished it because I know I felt like that on my first
Yeah,
live.
you be sweating, y'all.
So my in the chat, my social organizer says we should go to Vegas in October. My wife's my social organizer, so
okay.
And I think
I
she's
always have to run
amazing.
things. You know, she organizes all the social events. So
And if she'll allow you on a drunken duel for that October trip, we will have you.
I
Let's do it.
can promise you, she'd be drunker than all four of us together.
So
I love it. So
it sounds
T-Town,
to
you
me-
actually said something that Yoange said. She
Uh-huh.
was saying that, or Spanglish Sluts, one of them, if you guys could put it back in the chat, they were saying that their first live and the accomplishment they felt from completing their first live is probably their most proudest video on their channel.
Yeah.
So what happens 200 videos in? Does that change, or will that always be your most proudest moment?
I think that would be because, you know, we can say all like for my, like I have a proud moment for my podcast, but for the slot channel, I think just that moment of getting out your comfort zone and going live, because there's so many nerves that build up. I get nervous every live stream, but that first live stream to step out your comfort zone and say, all right, I'm gonna get on here, because you don't know how many people are gonna show up, right? You don't even know what you're gonna say. You don't know if you're gonna win, lose, whatever, but you gotta, a live stream, you gotta entertain people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just think that build up to being my first live stream was amazing, because I actually had to get to 1,000 subscribers to use the YouTube app, and because they had just changed it from 100 to 1,000, and so that was already a pressure of getting to 1,000, and then now you got to go live in front of everybody. So that was probably my most proudest moment. You know, it's a lot of other wins and stuff, but man, I got so many videos that I can look back and I can actually forget those wins. And even though they was great wins, but I think the most proudest moment had to be to go live for the first time, because those nerves is unbelievable.
True story. Ark and Rock Chick is throwing you under the bus. She says OCR drunk equals 4 beers. So
It's nothing new. I'm normally the designated driver.
You might not can hang with us then, man.
There you go. Sounds like this drunken duo is gonna involve more than just these 4 channels. We'll do a drunken drunken duo from Fremont Street with all of the channels.
And that's, you know what, that's definitely down the pipeline. Pretty like Queen DJ, I know you're in the chat. We had already talked about that. It is my sole goal to get the bartenders out in Las Vegas to start some Slot Sister bartender specials. So we shall see what we do at the El Cortez.
And maybe, you know what, I'm just thinking off the top of my head right here, but maybe we could draw you a circle down there on Fremont Street and get people to start taking pictures with you out there. We'll put you in an outfit and everything.
I'm assuming you're talking to OCR.
Not me.
Bring your toys.
If I get enough shots, I'll do it.
Yeah. So, hey, to T-Town's point, I agree with the first live. I don't know if I was so much nervous. The worst thing is I hate my voice. I cannot stand my voice. And to watch it afterward and hear it, I've had to get used to accepting my voice. It's just weird. I can't explain it. I've always hated it.
Okay. That's different. I want to tap into that for a little bit. So when you decided to jump into YouTube and social media, you had that hurdle of, oh my gosh, I can't stand my own voice that whole time?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
I'm a real social person, so the interaction wasn't such a big deal for me. I'm actually coming up with my 1 year anniversary is mid-July.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
And my very first video, I think it was just a short video clip I did before I went live. And to Teton's point, I used an app until I got to it's 500 now. You can go live, but I had to wait till 500, and I used an app. Then I could use the actual YouTube app.
Okay.
So, but yeah, and people don't get it. I don't like my own voice. It's just bizarre. I mean, I can't explain it.
Well, the funny part that you mentioned that is I've talked to a lot of different creators.
Mm-hmm.
And for them being on YouTube, a lot of creators are introverts. They'll like putting out the videos, but they don't want to be in crowds. They don't like, the attention. They don't like being in the spotlight, but they like being on YouTube. So it's like a contradiction. Yeah, I'm going to put my videos out for everybody to see, but I don't want to be on video. So they have that fear and jumping across that line. And once they step out of that comfort zone, that's when you see the blossom come out, and all of the stuff that we see on the video just comes pouring out after that.
Yeah, and that part doesn't bother me. I've had people mention me, "Hey, I was going to stop you or going live." I'm like, stop and talk. If you watch my lives, I think Slot Sister see my last one. People stop and talk to me. I'll pause for a minute. Hey, I mean, it doesn't bother me. I don't care that I'm going live. Those people will wait.
Yeah, I love that. If you stop, so anybody that's in the midst of their lives, regardless of the niche, when they stop and engage with those that are around them, I'm sitting there for it. I'm all for it. I love that because it's personal and we get to be part of that experience. I love it. Is there anybody that just shoos them off?
No.
Well, Tim might, maybe.
Yeah, no, Tim would have them sit on his lap. Believe me. Tim would like, come on.
Have you ever had that experience where you're in the midst of the live or you're in the zone and somebody randomly just starts to have a conversation with you?
Yeah. Actually, we were just talking about this. First of all, can I say something to Right On Man? His point is he's absolutely right. Because I'm a bit of an introvert, and I feel like gambling helps me kind of get out of that, especially YouTube and going into live streams. But a lot of gamblers, I have, me and him both do interviews with slot channels and gamblers or YouTube channels. And yeah, I will say that I've learned, even just asking people to do interviews, that they're probably not as like open as you might think watching their channels. But when you ask them, they're like, "Hey, I just don't think that I'm ready to be, just talking about myself. I'm nervous, whatever." So I think that's very interesting. So, and to your point, so this was like a crazy live stream. One thing about live streams, people is the things that happen during a live stream. It's sometimes the most amazing things that happen in your life. So one time we was live, and this lady, we was on the Madonna machine, and we was by ourselves. There was nobody around. Y'all know how Madonna has like a carousel of those Mighty Cash ones. And this lady comes up to us, and she's just randomly talking to us. I'm holding the camera in my hand. I'm live, and she just started talking like crazy bad about Madonna. I'm like, man, lady, you gonna end up you gonna get me sued because Madonna gonna think these my views, and it's not my views.
What's
she,
Good.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, and I knew the chat could hear her, and she go, "Oh, well, can they hear me?" I was like, "No, they can't hear me." But everybody in the chat was like, "Oh, we can hear her." And I was thinking, she was dogging my Madonna out, and I was just thinking, this lady she gonna get me like canceled on YouTube.
I've been doing a live stream, and I'm talking to the chat, and the person next to me thinks I'm talking to them, and they'll start having a conversation with me through it's a little bizarre. And then I got to kind of tell them, do a lot, So yeah, it's kind of weird too because they just don't know you're doing that. So that's kind of odd too.
It's hilarious. I mean, hey, that's what make it amazing. People
That's true.
just
Now back to the
intervene.
introverts, Sister Yoshi in the chat. Well, actually, there's a few comments in the chats that we want to address. The one that I saw, Sister Yoshi says she knows a lot of slot channel creators that are introverts.
Yeah.
Which is amazing to me personally, but that I could definitely see that. Spanglish Slots, though, she said that her first experience with a subscriber coming up to her was at one of the Hit It and Quit It events. And she was so thrilled to acknowledge her. And I want to tell you that at events where a lot of slot channels get together, that happens so often. I mean, I was like throwing out wristbands and everything, and they weren't even mine. I was just like, here, you know, like it was just so many people coming up and recognizing so many people. It was just amazing. So the events really draw in the crowds as well.
And you don't even know where they watch you from. But I was at Yamava a few weeks ago, early morning, and a lady came up to me. I was just filming a bonus. She came up to me and she goes, I met you through the Yoshis. I saw you on the Yoshi's channel. You're Rhino Man, right? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, I'm going to go watch your channel. So, you know, you don't know where people are watching you from. It may not be your own channel, but it may be other channels when you set events and stuff like that. So that happens a lot.
That's so true. Welcome in, Becky A. Becky A and Sister Yoshi. Welcome in, Sister Yoshi. Shout out to Yoshi Slots, who
Yoshi
are sending subscribers over to Rhino Man to come up to him. But Becky A says, I felt bad for interrupting Lolo's live one time, but she just happened to be there and she was going live. So that's something that's interesting because I ran into okay, I forgot the slot name, but I ran into a couple at Yamava and I didn't want to really interrupt their live stream. So I'm just an aside, like just, you know, and they're like signaling. I'm like, you know, so is it appropriate to just interrupt a live stream? What do you think?
Yes.
As subscribers, as channels?
I tell them giddy up. It doesn't bother me.
Yes. NJ Slot Guy's
I guess
comment
it depends
as well.
on who it is.
But
what they have to say.
I actually try not to if they're filming, because if I see somebody filming, I'm not going to interrupt them. However, that's all gone out the window now because now I'm if I see them recording, I'm just jumping right in and jumping in the stream. Everybody that I met from Slotaholic to NG to Mr. Mike, all of these people are just like, hey, Slotaholic, he was right in his live. He turned the camera around, said, hey, what's up? Come on, tell everybody your name. And so I've been fortunate not to meet anybody that's not happy with coming up to them and saying hi. They feel like rock stars.
I'm so invasive. I'm horrible about that. You saw me, Rhino Man Slots. I sat on Mr. Mike's lap and I was just like, he's going to butt me off because this is just awkward. But no, you know, they encouraged it. Moving on.
Yeah, they
NJ
would.
Slot Guy has said he's an introvert, and I find that so hard to believe. If you have gone over to his channel and seen NJ Slot Guy, he is so engaging, and he seems like it just flows so naturally for him that I thought he was just out and about hugging everybody everywhere. That's just the vibe I got from him. So that's amazing to hear that.
It just depends on what part of the day you catch him in. If you catch him at, C and J time, I mean, it's early morning or evening time. Hey, he'll be there.
The first time I guess I realized it was okay was the first major chasing event I was in. And Melissa messaged me and she's like, what time are you going to be at the casino? I'm like, well, probably about an hour before. She's like, well, people are messaging me and want to know what time you're going to be there because they're coming out to watch you. I'm like, excuse me, what? And if you've seen their major chaser events, those people, I don't ask them to come. They come because they want to. And I think I had, 15 or 20 people at the very first event, which just blew my mind. So that kind of made me realize, hey, these people want to be involved. So from then on, hey, it doesn't matter if I'm streaming or not. Stop, say hi, I'll stop. It doesn't bother me.
And that's exactly what your wife, Ark and Rock Chick, is saying. She's like, I think it's fine. There's your fans, so why not? You know, they're your supporters, your subscribers. Why? I would definitely engage.
Without
That
a
seemed like
doubt.
the most shocking part, though, when you live and somebody come up to you, because I think when you are a channel, and maybe, you know, we're not as big as some of the bigger channels like NJ Slot Guy, which, you know, he's an amazing channel, that when people come up to you and they go, oh, I watch your videos, whatever, I don't even, like, sometimes you go, what? Like, you're so shocked because you're like, you watch my videos? You know, you might have got, you know, you get views and stuff. You had some videos to take off, but to even be in your local and people come up to you and be like,
Yeah.
we had did the Christmas bash in Durant, and people's like, you know, T-Town, I really like when you do this video, blah blah blah, and you're like, what? You watch my video? Because I'm like a fan of channels, so I'm thinking, you watch my videos? And that's like such a rewarding, like, no matter amount of views, when people come up to you and say, hey, I like this, when I'm bored, I cut your videos on, like, on a live stream or whatever, and you're like, dang, that's amazing. That's an amazing feeling.
Hey, T-Town,
Uh-huh.
nobody else will probably know this. JB Elijah
Uh-huh.
subbed to my channel about 2 months ago and actually commented on one of my videos. And I'm like, holy, this guy is literally a red screen legend. There's no doubt. He is. And I was like, wow, that's just amazing. I'm just this little fish in this pond, you know. And he actually subbed and then commented on a video. So that just, like you said, you're like, wow, that's just crazy.
Hey, when you
saw him, oh, go ahead.
When you talk about, you know, the bigger up subbing to your channel, I think today I got one of the biggest ones. Naked HD finally subbed to my channel. And
they got to have at least 2 million people following them.
Start super chatting me now.
I see Gamblers Unknown made it in.
Wait.
He's running late. It must be snowing up there or something.
Dang, Gamblers Unknown, you got snow, man? Can you look, sprinkle a little in Oklahoma? It's hot.
Yeah, I need some snow down here. Welcome in. Gamblers Unknown is here with us. Goldie One. If I've missed anyone in the chat,
Goldie,
I apologize. It's a Terrence kind of thing. Says he has to go for the eating. I think he is. He does something with surgery, so we get glimpses of some surgical procedure at times. So I'm sure that has to do with it. So Spanglish Slot says at OCR, oh my gosh, when another big channel acknowledges your existence, it's unbelievable.
It is.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So wait, how did we get off topic now?
Because we just fanning out a little bit. That's all.
So what happens? You get social butterflies together. That's what happens.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. So, you know, we had this discussion, me and Slash Sister had this discussion. She's trying to, Ark and Rock Chick, if those naked XYZ were super chat, that would be great.
They probably wouldn't get deleted so much if they sent super chat.
That's right.
Yeah, you would.
Well, they're subscribed to me now, so. Right?
Actually, Naked, if you're here, Naked, you're welcome to my other channel. You'll have to check that out.
Express yourself, Naked.
Hey, she's selling your wares. All I gotta say. But you know, we had the argument. Your most proud video doesn't have to be the one that's spit and polished, and you know, it's the one with the best sound, best 1080p. That's like T-Town said. You know, her first live, because she stepped outside her comfort zone to do that, and regardless of what the turnout of that video was, that was her proud moment, because she accomplished something in that. And you know, having fans come up to me, or the live that you did on Gamblers Unknown event, when you had the casino standing behind you rooting you on for that one, that was great. You know, that would be up there in my list. OCR.
Yeah.
Well, none of mine are spit and polished to start with. But the video I decided to upload today, which was the most consecutive red screens I ever got during a live, Gamblers Unknown was there that night. We were having compression issues with YouTube. The video quality is not good, but I cut the piece out just so I could share it because I'd not had that many red screen rolls in a row on a live ever. So, you know, it doesn't always matter the quality. It's what's happening in it, I guess.
So Gamblers Unknown says video or live, because most proud of the Megathon kickoff show, because Gamblers Unknown, that's a shoe-in for you. That was just huge for the community, and so many people kicked off of that. So yeah, I would definitely say his most proud of. If you have a slot channel and you are in this stream, or actually if you have any channel, and you are in this stream, I have given you moderator ranges to everybody that has a channel. The reason I have done that is because I want for this moment you to self-promote the video on your channel that you are most proud of. Grab it, bring it here to the chat. We want to see what it is that you're looking for personally when you think of your most proud of video.
Can I say mine's for my other channel?
Sure.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Podcast.
So yeah, like for Gambling Advisory, because as somebody who is introvert, and you go in life and you feel like maybe sometimes you're not heard or people don't listen to you, you know, I felt like that a long time in my life. But I created this podcast and I feel like I could say so much, right? You say whatever, you interview so many people, you get to know people, and you're like, wow, it's so many people that you can actually connect to on such a higher level. But I think even though I just dropped this video, and I think as we recorded it, I can say now that I think that's my most proud video. I would have said my first video on Gambling Advisory was my most proud video because I was opening myself up to people and telling them a little bit about my life. I could say like the Mother's Day, whatever, or when I started interviewing people like Slot Sister, and I took the chance to like just, you know, have the courage to interview them and talk to them, right? But I think the episode that just dropped today actually is probably, and it's a 2-part. So I think this is my most like proud video because it's about pride. But we got to open up about things that maybe we would have never told anybody. People that maybe we could help somebody kind of, you know, maybe they struggling with something and they can talk about it. So I think
that goes to NJ Slug Guy's point that's up on the screen right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so let me read that out really quick. He said, just know this, because he's coming in from Facebook. So we're bringing in his chat. He says, at the very, very worst, there is one of your subscriber that absolutely loves you and dedicates their life around your channel. That's why I embrace it and love meeting everyone. You are all famous, whether you think it or not.
And I think, you know, what T-Town was getting at was, you know, you don't know what people are going through and what your videos or what you're doing, how it makes a difference to them. Just turning on your video, you could be brightening up somebody's day. You don't know what they're going through, but them watching you will make a difference in the rest of their day.
Exactly. You know, okay, so I want to take this one moment. There's some technical feedback happening right now, but I wanted to take this last 15 minutes of the channel to give each and every one of us an opportunity to address the community as a whole about our particular channel and about the video that we're so proud of, and encourage them, the community, to say, you know, I'm so proud of this video for this reason. I encourage you to do this. So whatever advice or offer of suggestion that you could give to them at this time would be great. I'm going to take us in one by one, though. So one moment as I pop people out real.
She popped herself out.
She popped herself out.
Yeah, she popped herself out.
Okay.
We're on the show,
guys. Hey, this This is the Mike and Rhino Man show. We're taking over right now. I think she literally just left the whole live stream. Can you guys hear us? If you can, give us a thumbs up. Oh, wait. Hey, T-Town, how you doing?
Hey, Run.
I feel like I'm being teleported.
Oh, now she brought us back in.
Yeah, now she's still not here.
What is this, time lapse or what? Yeah. What are we doing?
Hey, while she's not here, you know, I got to think about Rhino Man. Maybe one of my proudest videos is my first interview with you, because you're the first person to ever contact me to interview about my.
Oh, and he just it just went up. You could bring him back on. He was giving me a compliment. He was giving me a nice compliment. Why'd you take him off?
We are having technical difficulties. One moment, I'm trying to get us all back on here.
Holy cow, we're all back?
Yeah, we're all back. Thank you so much for that compliment.
Well, last sister, you missed it. I was telling him that, you know, maybe one of my favorite videos is when he first interviewed me, because he messaged me and wants me to be interviewed, and I'm like, me? Why? I just didn't understand, you know, and that was a really big deal for me. Now I've been on your show before and a couple of others, so now I'm really excited about it. Super nervous, of course, the first time, right?
But you know, I appreciate that, but it's total opposite from my perspective. From my perspective, I'm like, wow, I get to meet him. I get to find out about him. I get to learn what he's doing. He's all the way, you know, on the other side of the country, and I'm over here. I can find out what they're doing over there. Every single, and I know T-Town will agree with this. And same thing, it's not says everybody that I meet, I learn something from, and I appreciate because, you know, we're all in the same niche, and we love the same things, and it's wonderful to meet somebody that has your same thought process and likes and dislikes, so to speak.
Well, I have to be honest. I know that T-Town, when she invited me onto her podcast, I did a total fan out, and we talked about that. I was so excited to get invited onto T-Town's podcast because I watch every one of her videos. And so for her to even reach out to me or know, you know, to even be interested in learning anything about me, I got so excited. So she had to calm me down at the onset of the podcast, and she's like, "Oh, hey, just be yourself. This is okay. It's just me." You know?
Hey, so, I've been fanning out too.
It goes both ways.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, Melly, slots, mate.
Easy slots. Thank you guys for stopping in. We appreciate you.
Melly in the house.
Right. I think Melly's a little under the weather, if I remember right from earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's we're making her feel better by watching us.
There you go. Okay, are we back on track?
I want to ask each of you then, each of you, before we end the podcast, I just wanted, do you have any advice when you think about your most, your favorite video per se? When you think about your most proud video on your channel, do you have any advice to the community that where they could get their proud video?
Just a video that made you feel like it was worth posting, that it made you feel good doing it.
Yeah, because for
not so much you was worried about like the views and stuff, you know.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was gonna say. For me, it's void of the views. I'm not looking for the video with the most amount of views. I think when I was speaking to Rhino Man Sluts, he was like, "Well, you got that video with Brian Christopher," and I'm like, "Well, that's Brian Christopher's probably proud. You know, that's his following. My proud moment would be what I've done on my channel for my channel." And I've yet to find it, but I'm going to get back to you guys. I'm going to go through my videos, and I'm going to find my most proud moments.
Well, you know what? That sounds like a compilation video that you could put together with all of your videos. Take a piece out of each one that you really like and put them together in one compilation video and drop it back on your channel.
I love that idea.
There you go. The best moments of Slot Sister.
You know what I would love to see in the community is if each channel invested time to do that, I would love to see the best of videos. That would be
No,
amazing.
but specify it. It doesn't have to be major, all my majors compilated into one video, but just your best moments, what you said in the video, what you were doing while you were on the video. It could be anything. It could be during a live. It could be like when he had all of his guests, when he had all of the casino behind him during that live. That would be a clip to put in there, as if you were showing somebody this is what being a slot channel's like. Part of the sort of like a vlog, so to speak. The hotel,
Yep.
the guest behind you, you hitting one jackpot and going crazy or something. That would be a nice video to watch.
I like that. Gamblers Unknown says, actually, my favorite video I did was the one with all the help where at Spanglish Slots was chasing a major.
The intro to Spanglish Slots, that was funny. That was hilarious.
Spanglish Slot says, level up creator support. I'm planning on doing a compilation, and I love that, of the 1 year anniversary YouTube channel experience. I love that idea. OCR, I think you said you're going to be celebrating your 1 year. That would be an amazing, amazing video. If you put that together, please shoot me a link to the Level Up so that I can promote that out, because I think that that's an amazing idea.
I will.
I like that.
All right, Millie, I'm gonna hold you to it.
Arkin Rock Chick says, that's a good idea. And then maybe think of your year-end reviews, the best of 2022 and so on. I love that idea. Let me write that one down. I love these ideas. One.
And you know what?
Send me more.
You want some more ideas? Start putting your Christmas videos together for mid-year. Christmas in July. Yeah.
Christmas
like me
videos.
and my Mrs. Santa suit, or what kind of Christmas videos?
Well, your Christmas videos for Christmas in July.
Oh, yeah.
She said Santa suit.
Okay.
You got a Santa suit?
Mrs. Santa, she said.
I will say Rhino Man's predictions are right on the money, because when I was on his interview, he predicted I'd hit 1K in mid-April, and I did. So he was right on the money with that.
Nice.
Hey, I'm psychic.
Yeah, there you go. Never mind.
Psycho. Psycho is more like
there's another PS word, Yeah.
So Millie says she can't wait to. Is that what you were referencing? She says she can't wait to do the podcast with UT Town.
Yeah.
Spanglish Lot says, her 1 year anniversary is an interview with Rhino Man.
Yes. We'll be wearing sombreros. Okay. We're going to be wearing sombreros and shooting tequila.
Is she going to have that little mic?
Oh, yeah. She's going to have the little mic because it's going to be in person. We're going to do it at a super secret location that's not yet revealed.
We can always have a virtual Christmas party, too.
You said you're doing an interview with Mr. Mike?
With Mr. Mike?
No, Spanglish and her little Mike.
Her little Mike.
Her little Mike.
Oh,
not Mr. Mr. Mike is small, but we don't call him Little Mike. He's Mr. Mike.
Mr. Mike, he might be short, but we won't call him little.
Hey, I was joking around with NJ Slot Guy. I asked him, hey, so you were with Mr. Mike. Who was the taller of you two when you were there? Because NJ's not really that tall either. So, yeah, he said he felt like a giant standing next to him.
I love it. Oh my goodness, the chat is going crazy. Arkham Rock Chick says Dirty Santa is fun. Spanglish Slot said you guys are doing tequila shots with your sombreros. I don't know what's going on. Gamblers Unknown says the thing is a lot of people I talk to their favorite video a lot of time does horrible, but the ones that they don't try does super good. I'm gonna assume is the
And then I don't know
I
what
think the
Spanglish
videos
is
people
showing there. I don't know what those are. I think those are probably for you, Slut Sister. One of
I'm
your toys
trying
or
to bring
something.
it up. It won't even let me bring it up. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
They're mini mics.
Oh,
So I am going to review my channel. I am going to find my favorite video that's on that channel that I'm most proud of. I'm definitely going to do that. And we will probably do a part 2 to this conversation because I want to bring in some elements of technical things, quality and all of that sound. Does that factor in at all whatsoever? So
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. It shouldn't factor in because I'm not telling you the video that you're most proud of for everybody else. I'm telling you the video you're most proud of. It doesn't have to be technically correct or visually good or anything like that. If it was something you were just proud to create, period. That would be the video that I want to see.
gotcha. Okay, so that was my next question. So you put that offer out to the channels today on
Yeah.
your video, Rhino Men Slot. So where do they send this video? Their most
They
proud
could just
video. Where do they send it?
And it doesn't have to. And look it, I put it out there for everybody, so it doesn't even have to be a video. It could be a picture. It could be a home video that they want to share with YouTube. Say they don't have a channel and they want to send that to me. They can message me on Messenger or contact me on Messenger, and we'll figure out a way to get it. If it's a channel that they want me to spotlight their video, just send me the link to your video, and I'm not gonna repurpose it. I'm just gonna put your video on the community tab and say something about it and get people to go over and check it out. That's it. So I would prefer viewers to send me
uh,
some of their stuff in so I could highlight that either on my community tab and or Facebook. That would be great.
I got a
Okay.
question.
Sure.
So like when like you said, like for the most part, like people in the chat, when you say is your favorite video, do you usually say it's my favorite video because of views, because you felt like maybe that person, your personality was just, yeah, man, your personality was popping that day, like you just thought you was funny, or like what do people think is their personal favorite video? You know what I mean?
I
Yeah, but
like that for the chat. If the chat could chime in, we're interested in what you view as your perfect video. Well, I don't know if there's a perfect, but the most proud of video on
Or
your channel.
like your
What is
favorite.
it that you view
yeah,
it as?
your favorite video. But I didn't want people to say, "Oh, my favorite video. I was the one I won the grand. That's my favorite video." Is if that's truly your favorite video, so be it. That is going to be the one you won the most money on. However, that's not necessarily the case for me because the video I won the most money on isn't my favorite video. I had fun doing that video, but that one wasn't the fun. That wasn't the special one for me. You know.
Right.
I was more
So
excited to share a video with subscribers coming up to me because that was special.
I it's tough when you drill into it. It's really hard. Okay.
Yeah.
I do lives. I like lives.
Yeah.
Back, I don't know. I had a mobile DJ business for about 20 years. Back, I don't know, 20 years ago. I'm old, right? So I thrived on instant feedback when I was doing mobile DJ stuff. I had a radio station chasing me to be a DJ on the radio station, and I didn't want to do it because I thrived on immediate feedback, much like a live. I love the live because I get the feedback from the people. When you upload
Exactly.
a video, you're waiting, so forth, so on. But that feedback I get is what drives me to do things and entertain and all those good things. People don't realize that when you are live, and T-Town goes live quite a bit, it's work. It is work. Afterwards,
Yeah.
I enjoy just running around gambling, just relaxing afterward.
Exactly.
No, I totally get it. Well, I appreciate appreciate each and every one of you guys being here on the Level Up to discuss this today, because it was a very good question, and I'm so glad that we were able to table talk that out. I would love to invite each of you back to a second part of this, because I think that there's some things that we missed in the chat that would be interesting to discuss amongst us about the type of content that we're putting out there for everyone to see. So if you are accepting of it, I would love to invite each and every one of you guys back. I can coordinate the date. It doesn't have to be back to back. And then reach out to you and coordinate if you're okay with that.
Without a doubt, I'll reach into the Book of Rhino and find some more topics there.
Hey, Gamblers Unknown's got a complaint. T-Town, address him on this, would you please?
Hey, the bells is the greatest sound a casino has ever heard.
That's right. That's right.
If it ain't ringing, it ain't paying, man.
That's right. That's right.
If you don't hear ringing in our casinos, just walk out. Don't even come. Just walk out.
I don't know how that's a whole nother live stream, because OCR, I've gotten off a couple of your lives. I've gone to bed and I'm hearing ringing in my dreams. Like, I don't know. Like,
when you go to the casino and spend the night and go to your hotel room, it's still ringing in your head. Trust me. And T-Time will attest.
I don't even hear bells. I just hear dollar signs.
Oh my goodness. I want to thank each and every one of you, T-Town Gambler, OCR, Rhino-Man Slots, for being here and being part of the Level Up experience. Each and every one of you in the chat, Gamblers Unknown, Millie Love Slots, Spanglish Slots. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Ark and Rock Chick. MJ's True to You. Everybody that was here, NJ Slot Guy. I'm just trying to get everybody here. Sister Yoshi. I appreciate each and every one of you spending your Sunday evenings with us for 1 hour as we level up each of our channels together. Please check out each other's channels, shout them out, do what is best for the channel and the community as a whole, and we will see you all next Sunday at 6 p.m. Have a great night and happy Father's Day to each and every one of you fathers.
Bye, guys.